All right, everybody, welcome to JG9 Live. Hope you guys are ready to have a lot of fun tonight over the next 90 or so minutes. My name is JowerGamer9, and we are about to play a little bit of trivia. Now, on my YouTube channel and on Reddit, I've been showing off my football knowledge to you guys, and now it's time to flip the tables and see what you guys know, because this is a game show unlike anything else out there. This game is going to put you guys in the driver's seat, and you're going to have the opportunity to display your football knowledge and win cash prizes while doing so. Now, how the game works is like this. First off, you are going to need a Twitch account to play and win. If you don't have a Twitch account, you've got some time to sign up for one while I go over the rules and the format of the game. Also, you're going to have to follow me in order to win, because if you win the game and you're not following me on Twitch, I can't send you private messages about the payment, so make sure that you hit that follow button down below. We are going to play... First off, just some special shout-outs before we explain for the recent follows. Great Keith with a resub, thank you so much for that. We also have, in terms of new follows, Aiden0227, Mr. Milko, I'm a Donkey Moo, love that name, Alpha Blue, 003, Shaman's Harvest Enjoyer, Gold Udemke, Macho Bravado, and thank you for the sub also, Buddy Yoda, Cindy Lou Who 865, Lonzo is the God, Jonathan Gunn 420, Wilkie 3, Hoda Guillaume, Daddy Derek Carr, Edgy McDab Fam, and Cheap Trick 9. A lot of new followers since last time. Thank you so much for all that. So how this game works is like this. We are going to play 4 preliminary rounds of multiple choice trivia. Each round will have 10 questions. Each question will have 4 possible answers. Your job is to pick the right one and click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. And thank you for the followers PJF1973 and Nerm667. So again, you click the right answer on your screen, 10 questions, pick the right one. You get points for answering correctly, but you lose points for an incorrect answer, so be smart about how fast you buzz in, or if you buzz in at all, just keep that in mind. You get more points for answering fast. So if you answer the question in 2 seconds, your total increases significantly more than if you answer in 13 seconds. And you will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Now, I know some people are thinking it, but there is no incentive whatsoever to looking up the answers online, since you're only slowing down yourself and you're significantly limiting the number of points that you can receive. This feels like the SATs all over again. Yeah, there's no bubbling in of Scantrons, though, and there's no essays, which is good. And thank you for the love on YouTube. PBFTJ, thank you so much. First time catching the live, but I think your videos are fantastic. You are massively underrated. Thank you so much. All right, so at the end of each round, whoever is the winner among the 4 rounds, at the end of each round, whoever is the winner advances to the championship. You have to win the round to make it, win or go home. We are going to do this for 4 rounds, and assuming we have no duplicate winners or ties, we're going to have at least 4 players in the championship. But we have room for a few more. And how are we getting any extra players, you may ask? Well, that is where the donations come into play. Now, before I go any further, I just want to emphasize, this is a completely free game. You do not need to pay anything whatsoever to play or win the money. It is completely free to play. However, if you do want to pay, this could be of interest to you. Now, throughout the night, you can donate by clicking the donate button down below. It will direct you to a Streamlabs website. I will link that in the chat on both Twitch and YouTube right now. Whoever donates the most money gets a free pass to the final. Additionally, anyone who donates $20 or more also automatically goes on to the final. On top of that, anyone who donates under $20 gets to play in a play-in knockout round, where the last one standing gets the final spot in the finals. If you donate between $10 and $19, you get a special power-up, and how the power-up works is like this. Once you donated that amount, if you come inside the top 5 in any of the rounds, so you don't have to win to make it, if you come inside the top 5, you automatically advance to the final. If you don't come inside the top 5, that's fine, you still get to play in that play-in knockout round. Now, why donate other than the fact you get a pass to the final? Well, that's because the winner of the 10-question multiple-choice championship wins 50% of all the donations. The larger the pot, the more money you have a chance at winning. It all depends on how much gets donated. I'll update everything manually as the night goes on. We'll have a 5-minute halftime break and an 8-minute break entering the final round. So while you can donate throughout the night if you want, you can donate during those times as well. But again, I want to emphasize this. This is a completely free game. You do not need to pay anything whatsoever to play. There is no buy-in, Nothing like that. You can donate nothing and still win the prize pool, but obviously the more money in the pool, the more money you have a chance at winning. And again, you don't need to donate anything to win the money, but the only way to make it into the final, if you don't win via the preliminary rounds, is through the donation leaderboard. Tonight, thanks to some very generous donations from Bay City Roller and Cheap Trick 9, we already have $47.50. Ooh, that was a voice crack. $47.50 in the pot, and that could increase as the night goes on. So with all that being said, as I load up the first quiz, are there any questions in the chat about how the game works? I should know, if you are on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. You can see my face on YouTube. You can see some slides on YouTube. You can see the rules on YouTube. There's another chat on YouTube that I'm hanging out with as well. You cannot play on YouTube. The quiz kit only shows up on Twitch. So you will want to move to Twitch. I'm simulcasting this on both YouTube and Twitch. Where will I see the questions? I haven't loaded them up yet. It's a bit slow right now. But haven't loaded them up yet. But they will pop up on the screen. Let me load up the first quiz. Also, thank you we have some other new follows. The Skulls are double S. The Skulls, Crusher 30730, and Red Rhino 49. A lot of new follows. I'm loving this. Thank you so much. We have over 60 people in the stream on Twitch. We have 42 watching on YouTube. We have 100 concurrent viewers right now. This is incredible. All right, so if you are on Twitch, what you should be seeing right now on your screen is something that says Quiz Kit, opening kickoff, and there should be a clip art of a trophy. If you cannot see that, please let me know. If you cannot see that on your screen, it should say Quiz Kit, opening kickoff, and there should be a clip art of a trophy. I should also note, if you are a first-time player, you will need to click on the box on the top right corner of your screen that says see your name on the leaderboard, and then click grant permission. Otherwise, I have no way of identifying who you are. You just show up as anonymous. I should also note, this game works on computer. I'm watching on a second monitor right now. It works on mobile, although you might have to update to the latest version of the app. It does not work on tablet, and it does not work on TV. So if you are playing on tablet or TV, you might want to switch to a different device. Also, if you are on YouTube, it will not pop up on YouTube. It will only pop up on Twitch using the link that I have down there, twitch.tv/JaguarGator9NFL. So if you were not on, let me just make that apparent in the thing. And thank you for the love question, my guy. Thank you so much. All right. It seems like most people are able to see it. If you can't see it, try refreshing. I'll give it a few more seconds. But it seems like most people are able to see it. So if you can't see it, try refreshing your page. Sometimes that helps. All right, this first round is called Open and Kickoff. It is how every game of JG9 Live starts. There is no central theme whatsoever to the questions. They can be about anything and everything relating to the NFL. So we're going to be going all over the place for this one. We have 78 people in the stream right now. This is one of the biggest streams we've ever had. Thank you guys so much. Not sure if it's just because it's the final week of the year or if it's because of the... I'm simulcasting on both, and I think that might work because I like simulcasting on both devices or both platforms now. But we are good to go. So you see a K in the middle of a brown circle. Do you see anything below that? Quiz Kit, opening kickoff, and there should be clip over trophy. I'm going to start just because it seems like most people are able to see it, and it should pop up if it's not. 84 people on Twitch right now. That's awesome. All right, Styles Clash says, let's get this bread. Good luck to everyone, and here we go. Question number 1. What's the only AFC East team that quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick did not start a game for? Bills, Jets, Dolphins, or Patriots? Again, click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. Don't type it in the chat. The faster you answer, the more points you can receive or lose if you get it wrong. If you don't know it, you can skip it. Sometimes skipping is your best play. I just had some bread. It was pretty good. I mean, bread is usually pretty good, so can't go wrong there. And Happy New Year to you too, M. Fisher. All right, the right answer here, he never started a game for the Patriots. And everyone who guessed got that one right. Everyone who guessed got that one right. So a great start to the first round. All right. Question number 2. Of the 4 first-round picks from the 2018 NFL Draft with an AP First-Team All-Pro nomination, who has the most? Minkah Fitzpatrick, Lamar Jackson, Derwin James, or Quentin Nelson? And I will show the scores after questions 5, 8, 9, and then at the very end of each round. Favorite type of bread? Sourdough. The sourdough loaves at Panera are incredible. All right, the right answer here. All these guys have a first-team All-Pro, but Quentin Nelson has 3. Lamar has 1, Derwin has 1, Minkah has 2. Pretty split across the board there, but Quentin Nelson is the right answer here. And again, the winner of each round makes it. Only the winner of each round makes it, and then the scores go back to 0. The 4 winners of each of the rounds go to the final, along with everyone through the donation leaderboard, and the winner of the final takes home the cash prize. Question number 3. In their 31-24 win over the Ravens in the 2010 divisional, 3 Steelers scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Rashard Mendenhall, Hines Ward, Keith Miller, Antonio Brown. Who did not score a touchdown for the Steelers in this game? Beat the Ravens, and they beat the Jets in the AFC Championship, made it to the Super Bowl, where they lost to the Packers last time they were in the Super Bowl. Need to see Fitzpatrick shirtless at a Bills playoff game again. I mean, that was awesome. Antonio Brown is the right answer here. Mendenhall had 2. Ward and Miller each had 1. Antonio Brown, great receiver. Bit of a nutcase right now, but did not score a touchdown in that game. All right, questions 4 and 5 are going to be about stuff that happened this past week in the NFL. So question number 4. In their 40-34 win over the Eagles on Saturday, 3 Cowboys scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Who did not score a touchdown this game? Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Michael Gallup. Refreshed a few times, still don't see any choices. That's odd. Are you on, Crusher, are you on computer or are you on mobile? If you're on mobile, you might have to update to the latest version of the app. If you're on tablet, we've had issues in the past with tablet. If you're a computer, I'm watching on a second monitor right now. Everything's popping up, so I'm not sure what the issue would be there. Tony Pollard is the right answer here. He did not score a touchdown this game. This cost my friend the fantasy football championship. Rip. That hurts. That hurts. All right, question number 5. One more question about this week. In their 26-20 win over the Dolphins on Christmas, 3 Packers intercepted Tua Tagovailoa. Who's the odd one out? Who did not pick off Tua this game? Adrian Amos, Jair Alexander, Rasul Douglas, Devondre Campbell. iPhone on the app. All right, so if you're on iPhone, make sure you update to the latest version of the app. Make sure that you update to the latest version of the app. Because we've had issues in the past with that, and then people update and it works. Adrian Amos is the right answer here. Hold on a sec. All right, so I've been watching on my computer the Holiday Bowl while I'm watching this, just because it seems like what most of the chat is watching. I just got a text from my friend. Kansas has tied it up in the Liberty Bowl. It's 38-all. Kansas has tied it up. So I don't know how. I don't know how they tied it up, but Styles Clash has the lead. Edgy McDav in second. All right. Lombardi in third. LC Muscles 82 in fourth. Witty Baltimore on rounding out the top 5. All right. Question number 6. What was the only AFC West team that swept the Raiders in 1999? Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks. They didn't take the lead, but they're tied. It's 38-all. Going into overtime. That game on ESPN. Holiday Bowl on Fox. So I guess I'm multicasting on my second monitor along with the other 2 chats. All right. The right answer here. The only team that swept the Raiders in 99 was the Broncos. Weren't that good that year, but they did manage to pull off the sweep. Lost 16-13 in Week 5. The Raiders did, and then they lost 27-21 in Week 11. All right, question number 7. As you guys know, if you played before, every game features one pre-merger question. So one question from before the AFL-NFL merger. It's coming up right here. Question number 7. Don't worry, this is as far back as we're going for this round. In 1949, the Baltimore Colts went 1-11. The lone win they had came against what team? The Los Angeles Dons, the Buffalo Bills, the New York Yankees, or the Chicago Hornets? I think we have two players who I've not seen before in the top 5, which is awesome. Some new blood to start off. And we have a player playing for the first time that is in second, as things stood. The Buffalo Bills were the right answer here. 35-28 win in Week 6. Again, you don't get any points for guessing, or for not guessing, but you don't lose any points either. Alright, as you guys know, every game features one pop culture question, so one question having to do with the NFL, but nothing to do with football. We're going to talk about Madden for question number 8. 3 defenders have been featured on the cover of Madden. Who's the odd one out? Troy Polamalu, Richard Sherman, Ray Lewis, J.J. Watt. Which of the following defenders has never been featured on the cover of Madden? All right. Ray Lewis was 05. Polamalu was 2010. Sherman was 2015. J.J. Watt, great player. He was a cover athlete on Madden for the Saturday Night Live sketch. But other than that, no, nothing. So J.J. Watt, the right answer here. All right, let's see the scores. Styles Clash in first, Lombardi in second, Edgy McDaffam in third, Doc Frazier, Paul Topper rounding up the top 5. With 2 questions to go, again, the scores reset at the end of each round, so we have a winner for round 1, then we do this again for rounds 2, 3, and 4. Question number 9. In 1986, the Chicago Bears had 3 offensive Pro Bowlers. 3 players that made the Pro Bowl that year on offense. Who's the odd one out? Jay Hilgenberg, Willie Gold, Walter Payton, Jimbo Covert. Who did not make the Pro Bowl for the Bears in 1986? They had 3 offensive players make it that year. I want to know who does not fit that criteria. All right, the right answer here is Willie Gold. He did not make the Pro Bowl in 1986. 1 question to go in the first round. A very tight first round. Okay, I think they were better in 86 than they were in 85. Just wasn't for the obviously the terrible, the dirtiest hit in NFL history. If that doesn't happen, at least NFC Championship. I don't know if they beat the Giants, but at least NFC Championship. Styles Clash in first, Lombardi in second, Doc Frazier in third, Paul Topper in fourth, Spence K, 133 rounding up the top 5. Question number 10. Final question of round number 1. 2-time Pro Bowl defensive end Leonard Marshall played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Who did he not play for? Patriots, Jets, Washington, Giants. What team did Leonard Marshall not play for? And then we'll do round number 2. All right. He played for the Giants from 83 to 92. Played for the other New York team in 93. Played for Washington in 94. He never played for the Patriots. Never played for New England. So that is the right answer here. The New England Patriots are the odd one out. All right, the winner of the first round is going to be... It is Styles Clash who winds up taking it. Guessed on that one, and it paid off. Lombardi with a very valiant effort in second. One of the highest scoring opening kickoffs we've had. Spence in third, Edgy in fourth, Doc in fifth. In total, we have 33 in the positives, and we had 25 in the negatives. It's pretty good balance. Pretty good balance. All right, so Styles Clash, congratulations. You are taking the first spot in the final first shot, so you stand at that $47.50 prize. Oh, let me just update that. All right, before we start the next round, just a friendly reminder that you have to be following me in order to win, so that if you win the game, I can send you a private message and we can talk about the payment. Also, before we start the next round, I just want to take a quick moment to explain what those stretch goals are that you may have noticed in the top right corner of your screen. We are going to have some extra incentives for our donor, or for our winner, if we can hit certain donation objectives. We are already at $95. We're already at $95. So we're only $30 away from the first goal. If we hit $125 in donations, if you win, you get to pick a round of your choosing for next time. So if there's a game that you really like let's say One Last Hurrah or Aerial Edition, True or False, 4th and 10, you like one of those games, you win, you get to pick that game. $150, you get to pick a year for the year is. That's a round that we play. 10 questions on any year in NFL history. $200, you get to pick a team for Team Roulette. That's the round we're about to play. 10 questions on any team in NFL history. $250, you get to pick a team of your choosing for Team Roulette and a round of your choosing for next time. Just something to keep in mind. And again, remember, if you are on YouTube, the only way to play and participate and win the money, you have to be on the Twitch page linked below. Twitch.tv/Jaguar9NFL. All right, with that being said, it's time for round number 2, where we're going to play some Team Roulette. As you guys know, if you played before, every game of JG9 Live features this round. How it works is that earlier in the week, I randomly spin a wheel, and whatever team it lands on, all 10 questions in that round are going to be about that team. Before I spin the wheel, we have some new follows from last time. The A Will Play, DD Hard, Tyanaz, ADR8426, JMosh420, Cyrus the Gamer, Mango Kiwi Mango. A lot of new follows. Thank you so much. All right, with that, let's spin this wheel. We're going to do 10 questions on the history of the... What team we landed on? What team is this wheel landed on? It is landing on the... the Pittsburgh Steelers. 10 questions on the history of the Steelers. Do we have any Steelers fans in the chat? So all 10 questions are going to be about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, you should be seeing on your screen right about now something that says Quiz Kit, Team Roulette, and there should be a clip art of a trophy. If you cannot see that, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to start this round. Again, the winner of this round takes the second free spot in the final. And the winner of the second round, again, takes the second free spot in the final. And we'll be joining Styles Clash for the grand prize of $47.50 as things stand, but again, that can increase as the night goes on. $20 or more gets you into the final automatically. Less than 20, you play in the knockout round. You get a special power-up at $10 to $19, or if you come to the top 5, you automatically make it. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Let's do this. In their 13-10 win over the Raiders on Sunday, who scored the only touchdown of the game for the Steelers? Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Pat Freiermuth, George Pickens. Who scored the only touchdown of the game for Pittsburgh? About 1 minute left on the anniversary game of the Immaculate Reception to honor Franco Harris. With 46 seconds left, it was George Pickens. And just about everyone got that one right. So good job on that. Oh yeah, they did play Saturday. My bad on that. They did play Saturday. And that touchdown did not happen past midnight. So, all right, question number 2. In their 30-12 win over the Dolphins in the 2016 wild card, both touchdowns thrown by Ben Roethlisberger were to what player? Darius Hayward-Bay, Jesse James, Le'Veon Bell, or Antonio Brown? All right, extra point is good at the Liberty Bowl. It's 45-all as we go to second overtime. Come on, Kansas. I know I picked Arkansas to win, but come on, Kansas. This would be amazing for that program. All right, the right answer here, both touchdowns thrown by Big Ben in this playoff game were to Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown. All right, let's go back to the start of the century for question number 3. In 2003, the Pittsburgh Steelers have 3 Pro Bowlers on their team. Who's the odd one out? Who did not make the Pro Bowl that season? Jerome Bettis, Alan Faneca, Casey Hampton, Hines Ward. Who did not make the Pro Bowl that season? I should also note we have a new video up on JG8 right now, which just dropped about 3 hours ago. I talked about a bizarre controversy between Florida State and Washington. If you've ever wondered why the two schools had never played each other before, well, they were supposed to in 1982. It didn't work out, and Washington ended up suing Florida State. So if you want to learn more about that, that's on JG8 right now. New video just dropped. Jerome Bettis is the right answer here. Jerome Bettis is the right answer here. As we go to question number 4. Of Pittsburgh's 4 Super Bowl winning teams from the 1970s, which one had the highest winning percentage? 74, the team that won Super Bowl 9, 75, the team that won Super Bowl 10, 78, the team that won Super Bowl 13, or 79, the team that won Super Bowl 14. Which Super Bowl team that Pittsburgh had in the 70s had the highest winning percentage? All right, the right answer here is 1978 with a 14-2 record. 75, they were 12-2. 12 divided by 14, it's very high, but it is not as high as 14 divided by 16. Who is Riley Patterson is my answer. Had a great game for the Jags. Great game. Oh, I accidentally showed the scores early. Bruce Honecker was in first, Aiden in second, Steeler fan in third. I showed the scores a bit too early, so my apologies for that. But we will go to question number 5. Just pretend that never happened. The Pittsburgh Steelers have spent 3 first-round picks on players from Colorado. Who's the odd one out? Deion Figures, Gary Glick, Byron White, Charles Johnson. Who does not fit that criteria of a Steelers first-round pick from Colorado? Arkansas with the touchdown, 51-45. Hand off the middle, they're going to go for 2. They have to. The all-important 2-point conversion coming up. Gary Glick is the right answer here. They were all first-round picks, but Gary went to Colorado State, not Colorado like the other 3. All right, now let's show the scores at the halfway point. My apologies for the premature showing beforehand. All right, Bruce Honecker is in first. Aiden drops to second. Doc Frazier, J-May, Germ rounding out the top 5. Well, no, Cordell Stewart, he was a second-round pick. Cordell was a second-round pick. All right, question number 6. This was just first-round picks. What was the only AFC Central team that swept the Steelers in 2000? Oh, don't worry, it's all good. It's all good. Titans, Jaguars, Ravens, or Browns? 78 Steelers were the first 14-2 team ever. Yes, because it was the first 16-game season. I don't think they're ever going to go 14-2 again. Crazy prediction. The Steelers will never have another 14-2 season. All right, Titans are the right answer here. They won 23-20 in Week 4. They won 9-7 in Week 10. 2-point conversion is good. I don't know how he fit that one in, but... All right, Kansas is the work cut out for him. Question number 7. It's actually Andy. The N is my... Oh, Andy. Okay. Okay, it's Andy, N0227. All right, question number 7. Sorry about that. In 1941, Steelers head coach Aldo Dinelli simultaneously served as the head coach of what college football team? Duquesne, Carnegie Mellon, Pitt, or Chatham? This is... I have to tell this story at some point. I have to tell this story on the channel at some point. This is one of the craziest things. He coached 2 teams at the same time. He would have coached the Steelers in the afternoon, and he would have coached this team in the morning. And the college team went undefeated, and the Steelers were winless under him. And he resigned or got fired afterwards. Duquesne is the right answer here. It was Duquesne. It was Duquesne. That must become illegal years later. I'm not sure. I mean, it wouldn't be possible. With how much the game has changed today, it would not be possible to do that. So I'm not sure if it became illegal as much as it is highly impractical. Question number 8. In their 24-13 win over the Raiders in the 1974 AFC Championship, who was the only Steeler to score multiple touchdowns? Rocky Blyer, Franco Harris, Lynn Swann, or John Stallworth? Like, I just don't know how that would be possible today. I suppose there's probably a rule that forbids it, but I don't even know how it would be practical. If you send an email to an NFL team, do they typically respond? I don't know. I've never tried it. Franco Harris is the right answer here. The late, great Franco Harris. 8-yard touchdown run and a 21-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter. All right. Sure, the scores were 2 questions ago. Bruce Honecker in first, but Doc Frazier closing the gap as a Steeler fan, and J-May. Scotty rounding at the top 5. Andy N0227 is now in 6th place. 2 questions to go before we hit the halftime break. Question number 9. The Pittsburgh Steelers have spent 3 first-round picks on players from Pitt. Who's the odd one out? Who does not fit that criteria? Joe Zombeck, Tom Ricketts, Paul Martha, Kenny Pickett. You can probably eliminate one of these right off the bat. Have I ever met any Jaguars players? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Trying to think like outside of like meet and greet, or like I ran into them on an elevator, like not for very long, but I mean everyone that I interacted with was super nice. Super nice. Joe Zombeck is the right answer here. He was drafted in the 9th round. All these guys went to Pitt. Zombeck was a 9th rounder. All right, Kansas 3rd and 7. Daniels dropping back. All right, let's see the scores with 1 question to go. Oh, that's a nice play by Daniels. Great pocket presence. Down to 2. Bruce Honecker is still in first. Doc Frazier, Steeler fan, rounding at the top 3. Scotty J-May in the top 5. I don't think either of the top 3 guessed. All right, final question of the second round. Let's do this. What is the only AFC West team that Steelers head coach Bill Cowher never lost to in the playoffs? Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers. Obviously, this is current AFC West because part of Cowher's tenure was with the Seahawks, also in the AFC West. Just talking current AFC West teams. All right, Daniels is in. Touchdown Kansas. Time to go for 2. All right, the right answer here. Never played the Raiders. Chargers was the 1994 AFC Championship. Chiefs was the 93 wild card. Broncos the 97 AFC Championship. All right, the winner of round number 2, taking the second spot in the final, is going to be, it is Bruce Honecker. Ran pull the poll, ends up getting that one right, and takes it over a Steeler fan. So 2 Steeler fans coming in the top 2, but in the end, it is Bruce Honecker. I'm ahead by a play. How am I ahead by a play? I'm not even watching on TV. I'm watching on the ESPN app. I don't know how I'm ahead by a play. Oh, are they going to end the game? I don't know who the flag is on. Is it for helmet to helmet? I don't know what the flag... This one might not be over yet. I don't know what the flag is. I guess we'll find out. Bruce Honecker, congratulations. You are taking the second round, going to the final. All right. So, with that being said, we're 2 rounds down, 2 more to go. Before we start the next round, before we hit the halftime break... Oh, targeting on Arkansas. This one is not over, folks. This one is not over. He didn't even need to target. Daniels was not getting in. He didn't even need to target. He was stopped. You don't need to target there. Oh my goodness. Well, that'll be reviewed, but wow. That is... Yeah. That's targeting. That is absolutely targeting. And the other guy was there in support with a clean hit. You didn't need to launch like that. Wow. Okay. So, with that being said, we're going to hit the halftime break, but just a few housekeeping items to take care of. Number 1, I am on Fiverr.com. If you want to have a trivia competition of your own, I can create questions for your next trivia competition. So go to Fiverr.com/JaguarGator9, and I will customize questions for you. Number 2, we have merchandise. JG9shop.com for all your official JG9 merchandise. We added some new merch last month for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The game is on ESPN. So we have Dumb Decisions merch now. We have I'm Sorry What merch. We have Ugly with a capital U merch. We have some other cool stuff on there as well. Also, remember with the donations, $20 or more gets you into the final automatically. Less than 20, you play in a play-in knockout round, HQ trivia style, where the last one standing gets the final spot. $10 to $19, you get a special power-up. Oh, I don't remove stuff from the store. Yes, I still do Little Miss 39.6. I don't ever remove stuff from the store. Once it's there, it's there. So I can put the link into... I can put the link in to there. Update on Jalen Kitna. I don't think there's been anything in the last month. I mean, I already said that he, here's the Little Miss merch. That the report came out, and it was, it's terrible. He should be locked up, throw with a kick. Alright, so, with that being said, it's time for the halftime break. If you want to watch my NFL videos, I have new videos every day on JG9. Also, we have a college football channel on Jaguar Gator 8. Videos twice a week. I just dropped a video a few hours ago, so go check that out if you haven't already. And also, if you want early access to videos and the ability to request future video topics for me to cover, then check out my Patreon page. I will be fulfilling a Patreon request video on Friday. So this Friday, coinciding with the anniversary of a particular game in NFL history and a particular moment in NFL history, we are doing that. So, with that being said, I'm going to start the 5-minute timer. So everyone can catch their breath, stretch their legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you want. 5-minute timer is starting right now. If you have any questions for me at all, just fire away in the chat. I will be happy to answer. For those wondering, rounds 3 and 4 are games that we have played before. You guys seem to like them. Even if they don't make the playoffs, do you still think Steve Wilkes has done enough for Carolina to keep his head coaching job after this year? Absolutely. Absolutely. That team was fighting for the number 1 pick, and now they're fighting for a playoff spot. All right, targeting is confirmed. Do you think Fox should hire Patrick Starr? They should do a one-man booth with Patrick Starr. Nothing but Patrick Starr. So how dirty is Mac Jones exactly? There was no need for that slide. I don't know what he was trying to do. You're not trying to set a block because you're on defense. You're not trying to do anything. And you're behind the play. That was a very dirty play. Extremely dirty play. Why does targeting not exist in the NFL? That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. Speaking of the 94 AFC Championship, will you do a dumb decisions on the Steelers Super Bowl rap video? I've got to do a lot of videos on music-related stuff. The Seahawks had like an awful country song one year in the 80s. I got to do some stuff on that. There were some country videos the NFL put up. Is hacking an instrument? I guess technically anything can be an instrument because you could slap Hackett's knees just like you slap your own knees, and that counts as an instrument. So I guess so. Yeah, the 99 Jags also made a rap video. Yep. Although that song was really catchy. We still play that song. You need to do a Staples type button with JG9 on it that says, "I'm sorry, what?" That'd be really, really funny if I could pull that off. They don't make that unfortunately. Would I have Happy Birthday in my top 10 Stevie Wonder songs? Probably not. Probably not. Are we better or worse for living through the Nathaniel Hackett coaching era? I mean, as a content creator, I'm way better for having lived through it. I'm disappointed it's over. He was Mr. Dumb Decisions. I like your videos on 2000s NFL. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much. Biggest reason Titans are falling apart? Have you seen their injury report? Have you seen their injury report? The fact that they're even still alive and competitive is a testament to how good of a coach Mike Vrabel is. Because that team has no business being where they are right now. That team is not a good team roster-wise. And, Vrabel's done a phenomenal job. He really has. They don't have a receiver, and their quarterback can't throw the ball. Malik Willis cannot throw. If the first target's not there, he runs. So it's very easy to see why they're falling apart. I don't think this is a testament to how bad they are. I really don't. This is a very beaten-up, injured team. Am I renaming the Dumb Decisions Award the Hackett Award? I might. How did I come up with the idea to find obscure stories from the 80s and 90s to make videos out of them? That's a good question. It's just something I always liked doing. I was doing it for Reddit, just because I liked researching NFL history. I was doing it in text form for Reddit on the NFL subreddit, and I was like, you know what? Let's try and convert this into video, and we go from there. But I always was a big researcher and always big on trying to find out more stuff about NFL history. Do I see the Colts making a possible run and trying to hire Sean Payton? I think everyone that needs a head coach will try to make a run at Sean Payton. Will San Diego get an NFL team? I don't think so. I don't think they will. Problem is that you need a stadium. Snapdragon Stadium is too small. I'm not sure that the taxpayers are going to be willing to spend all that money for a new stadium. They got the 2. KC with the catch. Oh my goodness. They got the 2. I bet the Jags are going to be the face of the AFC South in the future. They're the only team that has a quarterback, so I could see it. Wish the Jags had turned it on a bit sooner. You and me both. You and me both. But I can't complain. Can't complain. In 1996, I was hoping Jags Panthers Super Bowl, second-year expansion team Super Bowl. Yeah, that would have been fun. Clear and obvious, Malik Willis can't just read NFL defenses yet. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. What Dana Stubblefield did was absolutely horrible. Yeah, great player, but off the field, I mean, just disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. Where do I think Carr will go? History says bet your money on Indy. If the last 3 years are anything to go off of, they will go for a veteran quarterback because they don't really have the draft pick to sign to get someone. So my money, based on the fact that they got Rivers, and then they got Wentz, and then they got Ryan, my money is on Carr going to the Colts. The NFL should not expand again. The talent pool is diluted enough with 32 teams. That is true that it is diluted, and I don't know of how many more markets in the USA can support it, but the thing is, internationally, there are some markets that they'll have to go to at some point. But expansion-wise, I mean, this is the longest we've gone without expansion, so keep that in mind. Yeah, 32 is a perfect number, but if you can go to 36 and go 6, 6, and 6, East, Central, West, I'm not opposed to that. 33 to 35 is where it gets really weird. I don't want that. If you're going to expand, you got to do 4 teams at once. Why are the Jags of the AFC South but not Miami? It's a matter of rivalries. They wanted to preserve as many rivalries as they could. And the Jaguars are a pretty new team, and the Dolphins have had rivalries with the Pats, Bills, and Jets since going back to the 60s. So, that's why. All right, with that being said, it is time for round number 3. And for round number 3, we are playing a game called... let me just load up the quiz kit thing. All right, here we go. We're playing a game called One Last Hurrah. And how the game works is like this. I'm going to say a player. And your job is to tell me what was the last team that he played for. As an example, if I said Brett Favre, you would say the Vikings. If I said Joe Montana, you would say the Chiefs. If I said Peyton Manning, you would say the Broncos. Super self-explanatory. Regular season games and postseason games only. Regular season and postseason only. All right, I will not say any spoilers about Memphis. I will not say any spoilers. But nothing's happened. It's third overtime. Nothing's happened yet. Preseason games don't count. Tryouts don't count. One-day contracts don't count. So anything like Jerry Rice re-signing with the 49ers on a one-day deal, or Reggie Wayne with the Patriots for like 10 days, that doesn't count. I'm only looking at the last regular season or postseason game that he played for. What team was it? Can everyone see the quiz kit thing on their screen? If you can't see, let me know. It should say quiz kit, One Last Hurrah, and there should be a clipboard of a trophy. I should also note, every player here is a player that has made multiple Pro Bowls throughout his career. So I'm not going to ask about an offensive lineman that played one season and bounced around like 4 teams and say, who was the last team he played for? I'm only talking about players that made multiple Pro Bowls. So all these guys were at some point big names. All right, let's do this for the third spot in the final. Good luck to everyone. And here, oh, actually, before we do, I forgot to update the leaderboard because I have to do this all manually. Because we do have Crash on. Oop. We do have I keep forgetting what I copy and paste. All right. I should note round 4 typically produces some pretty high scores. So if this is not your round, don't worry. Round 4 also produces some pretty high scores. But let me just get back to the screen. My apologies. Where were we? Looking at One Last Hurrah. There we go. I'm assuming KU failed. All right. Here we go. Now we're good. Good luck to everyone. And here we go. Question number 1. Wait, it just disappeared on my screen. My apologies, it just disappeared on my screen. So let's try that again. I don't know why the Quiska thing got hidden. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. After 5 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, 2-time Pro Bowl defensive end Dontari Poe ended his career with what team? Panthers, Bucks, Falcons, or Cowboys? The last team that he played for. Oh, no. Why would you... All right, Cowboys are the right answer here. 2020. Played for the Panthers from 2018 to 19. The Falcons in 2017. Why did he run that in? I thought he had it. I want to see the angle. I want to see the replay. I thought he had it. He just ran it in and put his head down. Why did he throw it away? Question number 2. After 4 seasons with the Ravens, 2-time Pro Bowl fullback LaRon McClain ended his career with what team? Texans, Chargers, Eagles, or Chiefs? Like, why did he throw that away? No, don't do an interview with Pittman. Go back to the replay. I want to see that play again. He could have run it in. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad for Kansas with how great their season was to come all the way back. Oh, you can't throw that ball away. You got to know the situation. Chargers are the right answer here. Played for the Chiefs in 2011. Played for the Chargers from 2012 to 13. All right, question number 3. A lot of people guessed the Texans there. It was not. It was the Chargers. After 9 seasons with the Titans, 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end Jurrell Casey ended his career with what team? Chiefs, Broncos, Rams, or Eagles? Oh, I'm still in shock over that play. Do the Broncos have a fire sale, accumulate draft picks, and cut Wilson? Is that their best move? They can't cut Wilson. Unless you want $100 million in dead cap space. You can't cut him. Broncos are the right answer here. 2020, he ended his career in Denver. You can't cut Wilson. You're stuck with him for the next half decade or so, unfortunately. Question 4. After 4 seasons with the Chiefs and 6 with the Vikings, 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end and probable Hall of Famer Jared Allen ended his career with what team? Panthers, Cardinals, Packers, or Bears? All right, here's the replay. Yeah, he could have run it in. He could have absolutely run it in. That block was being set. The guy in the flat was setting the block downfield. Panthers are the right answer here. 2015. Played for the Bears in 2014 and 2015, but he ended his career in Carolina. As we go to question number 5. The halfway point of round number 3. After 5 seasons with the Eagles and 7 with the Packers, 2-time Pro Bowl cornerback Al Harris ended his career with what team? Rams, Dolphins, Bengals, Seahawks. How does Poe not play for the Ravens at some point? Missed opportunity for sure. Missed opportunity for sure. There was a player who used to play, I think it was for the Steelers, whose last name was Duval. And man, that was a missed opportunity. If he could have lasted just a few more years and made it to the Jaguars. Rams are the right answer here. 2011. He played for the Dolphins in 2010. Did not play for the Bengals or the Seahawks. All right, let's see those scores at the halfway point. Jay Wax in first, Paul Topper in second, Styles Clash in third. Looks like a 3-horse race at this point. So I should note, the 100,000 point rule is in play. For those who don't know, I know you 3 know because you've been here many times before. 100,000 point rule says that if you finish with 100,000 points or more in a round, you automatically make it to the finals. So you don't have to necessarily win the round to make it. If you score 100,000, that automatically buys your ticket into the final as well. So you got to average 10,000 points a question. So right now the pace line is 50,000. We have 3 players above that pace line. Question number 6. After 6 seasons with the San Francisco 49ers, 2-time Pro Bowl linebacker Lee Woodall ended his career with what team? Rams, Panthers, Broncos, Saints. Yeah, you can't cut Wilson, but you basically become an expansion team for a couple of years. That's pretty much how it works. You're working on about half the cap space that every NFL team has. So it's not worth it at all. Not worth it at all. All right, the right answer here. The Denver Broncos, 2001. Played for the Panthers in 2000, the Broncos in 2001. Never played for the Saints. Never played for the Saints. All right, question number 7. After 8 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks, 3-time Pro Bowl running back Chris Warren ended his career with what team? Oilers, Niners, Eagles, Cowboys. Try to understand the questions and the total score rankings. All right, so the total score ranking, there's question score, which is how many points you score on that question, and then total score, which is your overall score throughout the round. So I don't look at the question score, I look at the total score. And the questions, you're just naming the last team that this guy played for, which in this case is the Philadelphia Eagles, 2000. Played for the Cowboys in 99, 2000 as well. So the Jets just bench Zach Wilson for a year. I think you cut your losses. You try and trade him for anything. Cut your losses and move on and see if someone will take him on that rookie contract. Because, holy cow, he's done in New York. He's done. It's past the point of no return. After 7 seasons with the Bengals, 3-time Pro Bowl defensive back David Fulcher ended his career with what team? Raiders, Cardinals, Browns, Rams. You could probably get some team to sucker up a 4th-round pick for him, a day 3 pick, or a compensatory pick where it's not compensatory pick, a conditional pick where it's a 5th-rounder and it can turn into a 4th-rounder if certain criteria are met, like he starts 4 games or something. But no, he's done in New York. He's not playing another snap for them. You can't go back. Raiders are the right answer here. Raiders are the right answer here, 1993. He's the white Jamarcus Russell. I mean, at least from all indications, Wilson has been trying and has been putting in the work, like he's not lying about watching film. Russell was a special kind of quarterback in terms of his lack of preparation. Jay Wax in first, Paul Topper in second, Styles Clash in third. It is a 3-horse race. As we go to question number 9. After 9 seasons with the Dolphins, 2-time Pro Bowl offensive lineman Roy Foster ended his career with what team? Niners, Browns, Chargers, or Bills? Where did Roy Foster end his career? I should know, concurrent viewers between Twitch and YouTube were in the mid-90s, which is incredible. Before I was doing the simulcast, we were getting about 40 people per stream on Twitch. And now it's, if you count concurrent, I don't know how many people are watching on both, but it's double that. So thank you guys so much for all the support. We're definitely going to do this from now on. Niners are the right answer here, 91 to 93. Wonder who lost the locker room faster, Wilson or Russell? Well, Russell wasn't really there for the first year because of a contract holdout. So I guess Wilson by default. Because you can't lose what you never had. Paul Topper in first. Jay Wax in second by 14 points. Oh my goodness. Styles Clash in third. Wow. Wow, 14 points. Although it might not matter if both of you score 100,000. This is really close. This is really close. Let's see what happens here. Final question of round number 3. After 6 seasons with the Oilers, 3-time Pro Bowl linebacker George Webster ended his career with what team? Cowboys, Patriots, Steelers, Falcons. Yeah, you're not going to get, at best conditional between the 5th and the 7th rounds. People will like him because he's young, and people will like him because he's controlled for the next 2 years. Plus, you could theoretically pick up the 5th-year option, but I don't know. You're not getting anything more than a 5th that could turn into a 4th with certain criteria being met. Patriots are the right answer here. Played for the Steelers from 72 to 73, and the Pats from 74 to 76. All right. The winner of round number 3 is going to be... It is J-Wex, but it is also Paul Topper, and it is also Styles Clash. It doesn't really matter for Styles Clash because he was already in, but J-Wex and Paul Topper, especially, congratulations. You both scored over 100,000 points, so by default, you are both moving on to the final via the 100,000 point rule. So congratulations. A great showing by both of you guys. You three were in complete control of that game from the onset. So congratulations, J-Wex, Paul Topper, and Styles Clash 1997. All right, time for the final round. And just as a quick note, you are free to donate after this round is completed. And I'm truly grateful for every donation, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your support. Seriously, this has been awesome. But 8 minutes after the round is done, the total prize pool, as well as who gets to play in the final round and who gets to play in the knockout round, will close. I'll put a countdown clock when the time comes. When that clock hits triple zeros, whatever the amount on the pot is will be halved to the final round winner, and whoever donates $20 or more automatically advances. Again, $20 or more gets you into the final automatically. Less than 20, you're playing in the play-in knockout round. But we do have insurance for the knockout round. So here's how that works. If you donate between $5 and $19, again, $20 or more gets you in. $5 and $19, you get insurance. $1 to under $5, you don't get insurance. You have to donate through Twitch, the Streamlabs link, not through YouTube. $1 to $5 means you're automatically eliminated if you get the question wrong. So if everyone gets the question wrong, you're out. You're out of luck. $5 to $19 means if everyone gets it wrong, you still stay alive. It essentially buys you an extra life. If everyone gets the question wrong, you get to stay in. Right now, Crash has insurance, so keep that in mind. And with that being said, it's time for this final round. We're going to play a game called Sowing the Seed. How Sowing the Seed works is like this. I'm going to say a team, and your job is to tell me what seed they were in the postseason. As an easy example, if I said the 2007 Patriots, what seed were the Patriots in 2007? You would say they were the 1 seed. Obviously, they were 16-0 that year. Can everyone see the quiz kit thing on their screen? It should say quiz kit. Sowing the seed, and there should be a clipboard of a trophy. And again, this is the last free way to make it into the final. After this round, if you are not a finalist and you aren't going to donate, you can still hang out. You can still play even. There's nothing stopping you from clicking the right answers on the screen. You just will not be eligible to win the cash prize. Again, this is the last free way to make it into the final before we open it up for donations. All right, let's do this. Good luck to everyone. And here we go. Question number 1. Let's do it. Name what seed they were. The 2018 Philadelphia Eagles. 3, 4, 5, or 6. Again, and I'm going to speed run this. I always like speed running for those who are new here and for those who are watching on YouTube. So let's try this. Click the right answer on your computer or the rest for students. More words you can receive or lose if you get it wrong. If you don't know, you can skip it. Sometimes skipping is your best play. Same spiel I give in round 1, but I like to test myself in round 4. All right, the right answer here. The Eagles were the number 6 seed in 2018, year after winning the Super Bowl. So to see the round I pioneered. Yeah, that was you. That was you. That was a great idea. That was a great idea because I love doing this round. Question number 2. 2012 Baltimore Ravens. 2, 3, 4, or 5? AW just went up so I can hop on now. That's awesome, Predator Kingdom. Thank you so much. And to play, you go onto the Twitch website, link below, and just click the right answer as it pops up on the screen. All right, the right answer here is the Super Bowl champion Ravens were the number 4 seed that year. Number 4 seed. And in terms of announcements, JG9 new video coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. No clue what it's going to be on. Have not decided. I've been busy all day doing trivia, prep, doing the stream, and doing the JG8 vids, so I have not even thought about what the JG9 vid is going to be. Question number 3. 2008 Carolina Panthers. 1, 2, 3, or 5. And we will have a new, the new JG8 video is out now. Just dropped a few hours ago, so keep that in mind if you want to watch it. It's about Florida State and Washington back in the 1980s. I talk about airline travel as well, because I know that's the hot topic of discussion right now. I have some things to say about Southwest in there too. And I use my law school background in that video as well. Going a whole 90-second rant about contracts. So go check that out if you haven't already, if you want to. Number 2 seed is the right answer here. Giants were the 1 seed. All right, question number 4. The 2004 Indianapolis Colts. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, price of tickets, amazingly enough, like, I'm not going to spoil the video, but long story short, flying was really expensive back then. Really expensive. You can see why Florida State wanted to back out of the deal, because flying just got absurdly expensive. All right, the right answer here is the number 3 seed. Yeah, both the 1 and the 2 went down. 1 and done, yeah. Because the Cardinals, it's rare that a team hosts the wild card round and the conference championship, but that's exactly what happened. Question number 5. The 1997 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3, 4, 5, or 6. I'm a huge Huskies fan, had no idea about that story. Those are always the best comments. I love getting comments about like people who are huge fans or like they lived through that and they don't even remember that. Like I love hearing stuff like that. It's like, okay, I did my job. I did my job. I don't want to do stories that people already know the answer or know what happened in. Unless it's like dumb decisions or Super Bowls were identical. Like that's different. But in terms of like history videos, for the most part, I like to stay away from stuff that people already knew and was common knowledge. Number 4 seed is the right answer here. Number 4 seed. All right. Let's see those scores for the halfway point. See what we're working with here. Bruce Honecker in first. Man with the Plan in second. Tezio the Bunny in third. Paul Topper and Scotty rounding out the top 5. As we go to question number 6. The 1990 Los Angeles Raiders. Were they a 2 seed? Were they a 3 seed? Were they a 4 seed? Or were they a 5 seed? Again, 100,000 point rule is in play. Okay, all 5 Colts Steelers, crazy ending. That shoestring tackle, who knows what happens if that is not made. Then obviously the kick that defined Vanderjack's career. Or the right answer here, the Raiders were the number 2 seed that season. As we go to question number 7. The 1985 New York Football Giants. Were they a 2 seed, a 3 seed, a 4 seed, or a 5 seed? All right, the right answer here is the... Still waiting. Here we go. They were the number 4 seed that year. Number 4 seed. All right, apologies really quickly. As we go to question number 8. 1981 Philadelphia Eagles. 2, 3, 4, or 5? Didn't Peyton once call him... Yeah, he called him a dumb idiot kicker at one point. Yes. The 81 Eagles, the year after they made the Super Bowl. What's the better job, Thursday Night Football announcer or number 2 guy on Fox or CBS? I would say number 2 on Fox or CBS right now is probably the better gig. I think you get more eyeballs on you there. Number 4 seed. Because you get the national games for 1 o'clock. And you still get to do some of the 1 games because Nance will probably take a week off. Buck sometimes takes a week off. I think number 2 gig is better than the Amazon gig. Man with the plan already over 100,000. He wanted a playoff round. He got a playoff round. Will he continue is the question. Paul Ever, Paul Topper, Doc Frazier, Tezio the Bunny. Running up the top 5. Question number 9. The 1979 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1, 2, 3, or 4. That is a good point, David. You get to announce a playoff game as well if you are the number 2. You get to announce multiple playoff games, actually. A Buck is on... Oh, wow. Wow. That's 20 years of... Wow. I mean, Burkhart. That was a slip of the tongue. I was so used to saying Buck is the one on Fox. Whew, that's a slip of the tongue. Oh, I'm not talking about pay. I'm just talking about prestige of games and whatnot. If we're talking pay, I'm assuming Amazon pays way more. Buccaneers is the number 2 seed that year. All right, we have 1 question to go. Let's see those scores. See what we're working with here. We have the man with the plan is guessing and is in first. Paul Topper, Doc Frazier still have a shot at 100,000 points. Doc Frazier's got to move quick, though. Question number 10. Final question of the round. 1989 Minnesota Vikings. 2, 3, 4, or 5? Wait, that is a good point, Peter. Why did they, Why did Brenneman and Billick call that game? I don't know why they called that game. Al Michaels and Romo in the booth would be modern GOAT. I mean, look, Michaels is, if he had an energetic color commentator like Romo, it might help him. Because it just doesn't work with Herb Street. And it just sounds like he's phoning it in. He's bored out of his mind. All right, the 89 Vikings were a 3 seed. All right, who's going on to the final round? Man with a plan and Paul Topper. Oh, Doc Frazier. Oh, man. So close. 99,665. Does not get it, but we do have 2 players moving on. Or I guess 1, because Man with the Plan was not in before. Our Jackpot Game champion, congratulations to him. Paul Topper was already in and keeps his hot streak going. I'm just getting my other computer charger. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. So, Man with a Plan wins the round. Paul Topper also makes it via the 100,000 point rule. But he was already in. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to put 8 minutes on the clock. This is the last chance to donate and get into the final. Again, $20 or more gets you in automatically. You bypass the play and knockaround. Also, thank you for the follow, Land651. I didn't see that before. $20 or more gets you into the final automatically. You bypass the knockout round. You play with all the other finalists. You have a shot at that cash prize of $47.50. If you donate $20 or more, that means if you donate $20, $10 goes into the pot, and then increases to $57.50. So it'll be a pretty substantial pot if you do that route. Under $20, you get to play in the play and knockout round. $1 to under $5, you get no insurance. $5 to under 20, you get to stay in the game if everyone gets the question wrong. That is playing in the knockout round. So if there's 3 people in the knockout round, and you all get it wrong, but you have insurance and the other 2 don't, you're good to go. So with that being said, the 8-minute timer. Let me just update this. Starts right about now. If you have any questions for you in the chat, fire away. And again, nothing is stopping you if you're not going to donate from playing in the knockout round and the championship round. You just won't be eligible to win the cash prize. But there is nothing stopping you from being on this stream and hanging out and all that fun stuff. A lot of support today. Thank you guys so much. At one point we had over 100 concurrent viewers between Twitch and YouTube, which is awesome. Awesome to see. Why was that? You were not removed from the donor list. No, you were not removed from the donor list. I had to update everything manually, so I just misread your name there. You're on the donor list. You're on the donor list. I have to update everything manually. It doesn't. How do I donate money again? Streamlabs has there should be a link down below, in the Twitch description, but I will put it in the chat as well. So let me put that in there. Opinion on Cordell Stewart's career. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. A bit of a disappointment in some regards and not so much in others. It's weird. It's a very weird... I don't really know how to describe. it. I've been thinking for a while about how I would sum up his career, and I genuinely don't know. I should also note, I've been thinking about, for 2023, in terms of this game, there's going to be a... yes, I saw the pick of the Holiday Bowl. That was by UNC. Crazy. There is going to be a change in some regards for some games that I think you guys are going to like. I think some of you guys are really going to like. Nothing with the gameplay is changing. Nothing about the rounds is changing. Nothing like that is changing. But there's going to be a few designated special games in some regard where I'll put in a certain rule, and I think you guys are going to like it. With the addition of Wilson Contreras, do you believe the Cardinals have one of the best lineups on paper in the NL? I sure hope so. I mean, it's going to be tough to stop the Dodgers, Padres, Mets, but I think 4, you got to go Cardinals. Last time we did End of the Road, yeah, it's been a while. I didn't even realize it was that long. I think the thing with End of the Road and Roblox are games that you run out of teams eventually, like there's a finite number. I guess more Roblox than End of the Road. Yeah, I don't know when the last time I played End of the Road was, but I feel like it has been a while. Alright, as things stand, we have 5 minutes left. Cheap Trick is in the knockout round. If no one else donates, Cheap Trick automatically makes it into the final. With Thriller recently celebrating its 40th anniversary, what are your top 3 songs from that album, excluding Thriller and Beat It? Ooh. Alright. I'll rank all 9. How about that? I'll rank all 9. Okay. Number 9, I'll go with The Lady in My Life. All these songs are great songs, by the way. Number 9 is Lady in My Life. Number 8, The Girl Is Mine. Number 7... Man, this is hard. This is really hard. All right, number 1 is Billie Jean. Number 2 is Human Nature. So now we have to just go 3 through 7 the other way. Number 1 is Billie Jean. 2 is Human Nature. $5 from Paul Ever. Thank you so much for that. That increases the prize pool to $50. I don't know what happened with the... I have to change the emotes and whatnot. Okay, so 1 is Billie Jean. 2 is Human Nature. 3 is... We have a $10 from Tynas. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Oh, Tynas. I don't know if I clarify, because you said 4th and 5th round. It doesn't work that way, where you have to do it before the round. It doesn't work backwards. So I don't know if you still want to keep the donation or not, or you want to save it for a future game, or how that works. It's up to you. It's up to you. Yeah, your donation went through, but it doesn't work backwards in the sense that if you come in the top 5 in any of the rounds, you have to do it before you come inside the top 5. So I don't know if you want me to keep that donation in, you want to save it for next week. I can put that in next week, or I can keep it in as it is right now, and you play in the knockout round. It's entirely up to you, because I saw you said 5th and 4th round, and it doesn't work like that. So just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. All right, so 1 Billie Jean, 2. I'm actually going to put 5 minutes back on the clock because I have to put the knockout questions in. So, all right, 1 Billie Jean, 2 Human Nature, 3 is wow. 3 is Beat It. 4 is... Man. 4 is... I really like Baby Be Mine. I really like that song, but I don't know if I can put it at 4. 4 is PYT. 4 is PYT. Thank you for the sub, Hey Dog Sports. 4 is PYT. 5 is Wanna Be Starting Something. 6 is Baby Be Mine. 7 is Thriller. 8 is Girl's Mind. 9 is Lady of My Life. That is tough. That is tough. All right. All right, so I'm going to assume that Tayaz meant that for this game. So thank you so much, Tayaz, for the $10. Let me just make sure I spell it. How do you play? So the answers pop up on the screen, but for the for this round, the only way to play for the cash prize is through the donation leaderboard, which we're at $60 right now. We're only $5 away from that first stretch goal. We're only $5 away. Do you think the Texans win one of their last 2 and the Bears losing one of their last 2 for the Bears? I think the Texans beat the Colts. I don't see how they don't beat the Colts. I tried to donate $20, but the system is not allowing me to do so. Huh? That's odd. Hang on. Let me try. Use the PayPal button. All right, that is bizarre that it's not. Yeah, use the PayPal button. I don't know what happened. My apologies for that. All right, right now the price pool is not 60, it's 55. So we're $10 away. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, use the PayPal one. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out because I know some people had issues with that last time. Do I think the Jags will win the AFC South? Yes. Everyone use the PayPal button if the other one's not. Yeah, use the PayPal button at the bottom of the screen if it's not working. I don't know what the issue is there. I'll have to check that out because that is bizarre. All right, so let me put the questions in. You have a $5 from I don't know what your username is. First name starts with the letter J. Last name starts with the letter S. It's a $5 donation. If I don't know what your username is, but thank you so much. So if that was your username, let me know in the chat. Again, the first name starts with the letter J. The last name starts with the letter S. If that was your username, please let me know. And then I will put you on the leaderboard. Oh, okay, it is you. Okay. All right, it's the same one as your actual name. All right. Thank you so much for that. So JJ Stagman, yes. You didn't know whether your name was your actual name or if it was the, if you go by a different name on Twitch. All right. Yeah, so try the, yeah, so again, if you want to do it, try the PayPal button on the bottom. I'm not sure why it's having that issue. Maybe it's a different link. So let me try. I still have to put the knockout questions in. And there it is, Doc Frazier with a $20. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. $20 from Doc Frazier. We have a lot of people playing in this knockout round. And a lot of donors, which is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Really means a lot. Increase the prize pool to 6750. Also means we hit the first stretch goal. So whoever wins the final round gets to pick a round of your choosing for next time. Oh, we have a $5 from BW Fock. Same issue with my credit card. Streamlabs don't remember the password most likely. That's okay. That's okay. I've got you, BW Fock. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Do I read YouTube comments? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And thank you for the love, Oscar Thomas. And for all those asking, do I think the Jags will win the AFC South? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm going to the game. That's why it says TBD for Week 18 on the streams, because I don't know what the situation's going to be, what day we're playing, and all that. All right, I hate to extend time again. I'm going to put 2 minutes up just because I have to put all these. So how QuizKit works is that you only get to put in 5 questions at a time, or 5 quizzes in at a time. So I never get to put the knockout round in beforehand unless I know for a fact that we're playing the knockout round. So I have to do this all now, and we had so many donors that I had to keep track of, which is awesome. Thank you so much for that. That I couldn't get them in on time. So let's keep that clock going. And then we'll start this knockout round. And everyone's got insurance so far, which is really, really interesting. We've never had a game where everyone has insurance. Well, if I told everyone to donate and I dug my own grave. We're going to be playing for a good chunk of money tonight, which is awesome. Someone's going to walk away very, very happy, and thank you so much for that. All right. And I'm also doing this at the same exact time that I just got a copyright claim on one of my videos for the JG8 video, Extra Digital Sports, with the copyright claim. So I'm submitting that dispute at the same time as I'm watching both these streams. So why? I don't know what your question is, Oscar. Yeah, I read the YouTube comments. Yes, I read the YouTube comments. I do read the YouTube comments. All right, so let me just fill out this copyright thing, and then we'll be good to go. It's all template at this point, so. They claim 10 seconds of a clip I used of a Rose Bowl from 30 years after the game that I talked about. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to close off everything right now. And we're going to do this knockout. I'm going to leave that screen up. And we're going to start this knockout round. Alright, we have. So Doc Frazier's in. Already, we have Tynaz, we have Cheap Trick 9, Paul Ever, JJ Stagman, and BW Fock. We have 5 people playing in the finals, or the knockout round, to determine the final spot, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. All right, knockout round. All right. Yeah, Chargers and Dolphins definitely feel like they have a lot of seasons like that. All right, what you should be seeing on your screen right now is QuizKit, a knockout round, and 2 boxing gloves punching each other. If you cannot see that, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to start this round. Again, the winner, or the last one standing in this round, gets the final spot. And will get to move on and play for that cash prize of, I think it's at $70 right now. I think it's at $70, which is really, really good. Thank you guys so much. All right, let me just sign my signature on this. All right, let's do this. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. Question number 1. In the 16-game era, besides the Pats, what's the only team to miss the playoffs with an 11-5 record? Eagles, Bears, Jets, Broncos. Besides the 08 Pats. Been a frustrating century as a Dolphins fan. I can imagine. You get it right, you move on. You get it wrong, you eliminate it. You have to guess. All right, the right answer here, the Broncos. And anyone can play this knockout round. I just am not looking at your score. All right, so we have Tynez, Cheap Trick, Paul Ever, JJ Stagman, BW Falk. Of you 5, who got that one right? All right, I see Tynez. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Okay, it shows all of them. Okay, I see Tynez. I see Cheap Trick. I see Paul Ever. I see BW Falk. I don't see Stagman. I do not see JJ Stagman. We'll go to question number 2. Which of the following Cowboys running backs did not win AP Offensive Rookie of the Year? Emmitt Smith, Tony Dorsett, Calvin Hill, Ezekiel Elliott. And you remember, we had some anonymous players. Just click the box in the top right corner of your screen. This is see your name on the leaderboard, so I know what your name is. Much younger than me, you've experienced more AFC title games than I have. That is true. Although I was only a fan for one of them. So, yeah, I was not around in the 90s. Zeke is the right answer here. I also experienced Urban Meyer, so I have that going for me. Zeke did not win AP Offensive Rookie of the Year. All right, it was... Ooh. No one. All right, so this is why we have the insurance policy. Because what this means is that all 4 of you are still alive. Because of insurance, someone has to go through. So we're going to redo this. Everyone but Stagman, since he did not get it right the last time, I am going to reset the game. Sometimes this happens. We're all back in, except for Stagman, because he did not get the first one right. But this is why we have insurance, because if everyone gets it wrong, you're still alive. So we're going to try that again. I'm going to load up the quiz again. So we move on to the 3rd question. So let's go to... Let's load up quiz kit. And thank you for the follows. Cortrix, AC King 1, and Creeper the Cool. We've had more new follows this game than I can remember in quite some time. This is really, really awesome. Thank you guys so much. I think it's because of the simulcast. I think it's because I'm doing this on YouTube as well. All right, let's try this again. So everyone but Stagman is still alive. Can everyone see the quiz kit thing? If you can't see it, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to start this knockout round again. We're going to go to question number 3 in this knockout round for the final spot in the final. Not Doc Frazier. You're already in. Tynex, Cheap Trick, Paul Ever, and BW Falk. Let's do this. Question number 3. What was the only divisional round game of the 96-97 postseason to be decided by one possession? Steelers, Pats. Cowboys, Panthers. Niners, Packers. Jaguars, Broncos. The only divisional round game of that postseason that was decided by one possession. All right, the right answer here. It was a 30-27 game, and it was the Jaguars against the Broncos. Niners-Packers. Packers won by 21. Pats won 28-3. Panthers won 26-17. All right. Who got that one right? I see Paul Ever, and I see B.W. Falk. I do not see Tynez. I do not see Cheap Trick. All right. B.W. Falk, Paul Ever, you know the drill. Question number 4. After 10 seasons with the Ravens, two-time Pro Bowl tight end Todd Heap finished his career with what team? Rams, Browns, Titans, Cardinals. You were at that game between the Niners and the Packers. That's awesome. That's awesome. I did a dumb decisions on whatever the end of the first half play calling was that the Niners had, because that was just atrocious. That's the moment you knew it wasn't going to happen. Am I in the final because I finished? No, no, it doesn't work backwards. You have to donate it beforehand. Blood Bowl was after. That was the NFC Championship. No, it works backwards, or it doesn't work backwards like that. So you have to donate it beforehand, and then if not, you go to the to that. All right, Cardinals were the right answer here. B.W. Falk, Paul Ever both got it right. All right, so here's how it works. We have one question left in the knockout round. If you both get it right, you both move on. If you both get it wrong, because you have insurance, you both move on. If one person gets it right and one person gets it wrong, then that person moves on. Final question of the knockout round. Quarterback Billy Kilmer played for 3 different teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Who did he not play for? Atlanta, Washington, New Orleans, San Fran. Have we ever sent multiple people from the knockout round? I don't know if we have. I don't remember if we have. For the final spot in the knockout round, or in the championship. It is the Atlanta Falcons. No one got that one right. No one got that one right, but you know what? In a weird way, that's okay. Because what that means, because you both have insurance, is you both make it. You both make it. I know it says everyone's a loser. I don't know why there's fireworks. It happened again, but it didn't happen again because both Paul Ever and B.W. Falk had insurance. So, Paul Ever and B.W. Falk, you're both in the final, somehow. That has never happened before, where you both make it by getting it wrong. But everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. B.W. Falk, Paul Ever, you're both in. You're both in. Also, we have Doc Frazier. Okay. Well, that was a crazy knockout round. All right, time for the final round. That has never happened before. Yeah, the last time this happened, both people missed. Yeah, but no one had insurance. That was the difference. No one had insurance. This time they both paid $5 or more, so they have the insurance. And that's why the insurance is so important. Oh, that was before... No, that wasn't before... I've had insurance for the last year on this game. I've had insurance for the last year. No one had insurance. All right. Because before I did the insurance thing, I just did the last one standing wins. If no one got it, we go again. All right, $70 in the pool. All right. So, $70 in the pot. I don't know, or actually, because there was a lot of 5s and 10s, so I can probably calculate off the top of my head what that comes out to. Let me think. Try to think what PayPal's cut is. It's gonna be somewhere in the $64 range. I'll put it that way. It's gonna be somewhere in the $64 range once PayPal takes its cut. All right, this final round is called 4th and Goal. Everyone can play this round, even if you are not a finalist. You just won't be eligible for the cash prize. All right. We have Styles Clash, Bruce Honecker, J-Wex, Paul Topper, Man with a Plan, Bay City, Doc Frazier, Paul Ever, and BW Falk. Almost happened a while ago. Yeah. Because it happened like 2 months ago where it happened the other way. But I guess before the insurance. Yeah. All right. Can everyone see the quiz kit thing on their screen? I should also note, our next live stream is Sunday night after the Sunday Night Football game. We'll do it on New Year's Day. And we'll have trivia next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Good luck to everyone, especially our 9 finalists. Winner takes $70. I think it's going to be 63, 64 once PayPal takes this cut. I'll let you know. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. Question number 1. Two-time Pro Bowl running back Devontae Freeman played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Falcons, Texans, Ravens, Giants. Who did he not play for? Why were you looking him up earlier today? Great minds think alike. Texans are the right answer here. He never played for the Texans. Played for the Giants in 2020 and the Ravens in 21. All right, question number 2. In 2017, the Jaguars had 3 Pro Bowlers on their defensive line. Who's the odd one out? Who did not make the Pro Bowl that year for the Jags? Marcel Darius, Malik Jackson, Calais Campbell, Yannick Ngakoue. It's weird to think how Freeman and Coleman comprised arguably the best backfield in 2016. Yeah, definitely. And they both were pretty much non-existent 2 years later. Yeah. It's the shelf life of a running back. James Robinson went from one of the best running backs in football to nothing. Todd Gurley. Marcel Darius is the right answer here. He did not make the Pro Bowl that year. Mid-season trade, absolutely huge trade for the Jaguars. They needed to make that trade, bolster up their run defense, but did not make the Pro Bowl. Question number 3. In there, 45-14 win over the Cardinals in the 2009 divisional, Saints quarterback Drew Brees threw 3 touchdowns. Who did not catch one? Marcus Colston, Devery Henderson, Jeremy Shockey, Reggie Bush. And remember, new JG9 video dropping tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. No clue what it's going to be on. Probably something playoff related, like the last 2 videos, which have done pretty well, and which I've loved doing. So I'll see if I can find something. Reggie Bush is the right answer here. He did not catch a touchdown that game. Brees did not throw a touchdown pass to Reggie Bush. He scored, but he did not throw a touchdown pass to Bush. Yeah, he did have a punt return touchdown, but he did not catch a punt, or a touchdown from Brees. Question number 4. What was the only AFC Central team that swept the Oilers in 1995? Browns, Steelers, Jaguars, Bengals. Also, merchandise at jg9shop.com. Should have some new merch up for the start of 2023. And JG8 video is out right now. And you're going to see some more content on JG8 coming in 2023 for sure. When in doubt, pick the Super Bowl team. It's a good strategy. It worked. They won 34-17 in Week 2, won 21-7 in Week 14. The Jags lost to the Oilers in Week 1. First game in franchise history, first loss. And then they got their first win in Week 5. Question number 5. 3-time Pro Bowl defensive end Hugh Douglas played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Giants, Jets, Eagles, Jaguars. All right. He started off with the Jets from 95 to 97. Then played for the Eagles from 98 to 02 and 04. Played for the Jaguars in 2003. Biggest free agent bust in franchise history. Never played for the Giants. Never played for the New York Football Giants. We win that Super Bowl if Neil O'Donnell doesn't throw that pick. If Neil O'Donnell just isn't Neil O'Donnell, they probably win that game. Neil O'Donnell was just terrible. All right, Man with the Plan in first. I have to see the finals. Okay, Man with the Plan in first. Styles Clash in second. Bruce in third. J-Wex in fourth. Doc in fifth. All right. And Paul Topper in sixth amongst our finalists. BW Falk in seventh. All right. Next question. Number 6. In 1987, of the 4 quarterbacks that started a game for the Chargers, who started the least amount of games? Rick Neuheisel, Dan Fouts, Mike Kelly, Mark Herman. All 4 quarterbacks started a game for the Chargers in 87. Who started the least amount of games for them that year? All right. So Dan Fouts started 10. So Fouts is not the right answer. But Neuheisel had 2. Herman had 2. Kelly had 1. Everyone seemed to be torn between Neuheisel and Kelly. It was Kelly. Oh, the 80s Chargers were very obscure. The 80s Chargers were kind of just there. All right, question number 7. What was the only AFC East team that swept the Buffalo Bills in 1975? Colts, Jets, Patriots, Dolphins. How about a review of Amazon, given that it's the last game of the season for them? I might do that. I might do an Amazon retrospective year 1. Because I like doing the broadcasting videos. I like doing those. It won't be Friday, because Friday I want to do a video about I have to do a Patreon request and a video that coincides with the date of that game that happened. Dolphins are the right answer here. The Dolphins went 20-0 against the Bills in the 70s. Can you do a behind-the-scenes video? Love your content. Thank you so much. I've considered that. Not anytime right now, but when I get a studio this off-season, I will. I'll definitely do a behind-the-scenes video. Question number 8. What was the only NFL team to get shut out twice in 1969? Bears, Steelers, Saints, Eagles. Because right now my setup is just me in front of a laptop. There's nothing to it. But I'm moving into a new apartment, or same apartment, but just new room. I'll have a 2-bedroom place, and the second bedroom I'm turning into a studio. And you will see you'll see my stuff then. Right now, it's literally just me in my apartment. So, or right now, my parents' house, just because I'm I'm home for the holidays. All right, the Bears are the right answer here. The Bears lost 17-0 to Green Bay and 31-0 to Minnesota. All right, 2 questions to go. 2 questions to go. Let's see those scores. It is close. Holy cow. Styles Clash in first. Doc Frazier in second. Our reigning champion, Man with the Plan in third. J-Wex in fourth. Paul Topper in fifth. It looks like a 4-horse race. Here we go. Question number 9. Did they complete the entire game against Green Bay? That one they did. 1969 they did. 1960. I can't believe, I'll say the question and then I'll say my thought. In the first round of the 1975 NFL Draft, 3 players were chosen that went to Ohio State. Who's the odd one out? Kurt Schumacher, Randy Gradishar, Neil Colsey, or Doug France? I can't believe that story didn't get more attention. It was just a blurb in the Chicago Tribune. I was like, wait, this is a big deal. They didn't play the full 60 minutes in a one-possession game to determine a playoff spot. How is this not a bigger story? I love when the networks or when the newspapers do that. They just bury the lead. It's no, the story here is that they didn't play the full 60 minutes. How is this just a blurb? Come on. Randy's the right answer here. They all went to Ohio State. They were all first-round picks. But Randy was chosen in 1974. 1 question left. Let's see what we're working with score-wise. Oh, man, it's close. Oh, man, it is close. Man with the Plan is now in first. Styles Clash is second. Doc Frazier in third. J-Wax in fourth. about 1,000 points separate first and second, and about 5,000 points separate first and fourth. All right. Final question. Here we go. 4-time Pro Bowl linebacker Chip Banks played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Colts, Broncos, Browns, Chargers. Can Justin Fields be elite? I think so, yeah. He's got to have weapons around him, but I hate to see him do something in the clutch. Not that he's playing bad in the clutch, because he's just been a victim of unfortunate circumstances, but I want to see him lead one game-winning drive. But I think he can be elite. I don't see why not. He's got the physical tools to do it. He's playing well with nothing around him. The leap from the start of the year to this part of the year, really, really fun to watch. Broncos are the right answer here. Played for the Browns from 82 to 86. The Chargers in 87. The Colts from 89 to 92. All right. This was a close final. The winner, taking home the $70 cash prize, which is probably going to be $63, $64 once PayPal takes this cut, I'll let you know, is going to be the man with the plan wins it again. Man with the plan by 2,000 points over Styles Clash. A great final, a close final, but congratulations, the man with the plan. After winning last week's jackpot game, you are also tonight's winner of JG9 Live, picking up right where you left off, and you're walking away with tonight's grand prize of $70, which is going to be about $64 once PayPal takes its cut. I'll let you know as soon as this stream is done. But that concludes tonight's game. I hope you guys had fun playing and chatting with me over the last 90 or so minutes. Whether this is your first time watching me, or whether you've been a long-time subscriber on my YouTube channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. If you want to learn more about NFL history, then join my YouTube channel by clicking the link below. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok at JaguarGator9. Subscribe to my college football channel, JaguarGator8. And also, don't forget to go to Patreon.com if you want early access to NFL history videos and the ability to request future video topics for me to cover. And don't forget, JG9shop.com for all your official Jaguar Gear 9 merchandise. Again, JG9shop.com. Thanks for coming out, everyone. I will see you guys on Sunday night at 11:30 p.m. for our Week 17 live stream. And next Wednesday night, our first trivia game of 2023. And let me be the first to wish you all a happy and healthy new year. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun. Have a great time. Be safe. Be smart out there. But have a great time. Enjoy the New Year's celebrations. And enjoy the college football playoff. And I will see you guys on Sunday night for our Week 17 live stream. Until next time.